Hello and welcome to tonight's show. Today we're diving deep into the murky waters of insider trading in the banking industry. It's a topic that might seem as dry as a banker's handshake, but trust me, it's anything but. We're talking about secrets, lies, and potentially billions of dollars at stake. Now let's start with the basics. What exactly is insider trading? In simple terms, it's like having the answers to an exam before everyone else. But instead of good grades, you get a one-way ticket to a federal prison. It's about profiting from information that's not available to the public. Information that could move markets and make you a fortune, all while screwing over everyone else. Imagine this. You work at a bank, and you overhear some juicy gossip about a major company merger. You know this information is confidential, but you also know it could make you a quick buck. So you decide to buy some stocks in the company, knowing full well their value is about to skyrocket. That, my friends, is insider trading, and it's as illegal as it is unethical. Insider trading isn't just about individual greed, it undermines the very foundation of our financial system. It creates an uneven playing field where the privileged few profit at the expense of the many. And when the public loses trust in the system, everyone loses. Let's face it, banks aren't exactly known for their transparency. They're more like vaults, built to protect secrets and hoard wealth. But when it comes to insider information, they have a moral and legal obligation to keep their mouths shut. See, banks are built on trust. We entrust them with our hard-earned money, our financial futures, even our deepest financial secrets. In return, we expect them to act with integrity and treat us fairly, regardless of how much money we have in our accounts. This sacred trust is enshrined in something called fiduciary duty. It's a fancy legal term that essentially means banks have a fundamental obligation to act in the best interests of their clients. This includes keeping their clients' information confidential and avoiding any conflicts of interest that could harm them. Think of it like this. Your doctor can't use your medical records to make a quick buck on the stock market. That's a clear violation of trust. Similarly, your bank can't use your financial information to give preferential treatment to other clients, or worse, line their own pockets. Now you might be thinking, well, that's all well and good, John, but what's stopping these banks from playing fast and loose with our money? Fear not, dear viewers, because the long arm of the law has something to say about that. Over the years, governments around the world have realized that banks, left to their own devices, are like toddlers in a candy store, prone to making sticky messes. That's why we have a whole slew of regulations designed to keep them in check. One of the big ones is the Bank Secrecy Act, or BSA as the cool kids call it. This law is like the financial world's version of a hall monitor, making sure banks keep detailed records of their transactions and report any suspicious activity that might indicate money laundering or other financial shenanigans. Then we have the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, the financial watchdog that keeps a watchful eye on Wall Street. The SEC has a whole arsenal of rules and regulations designed to prevent insider trading and maintain fairness in the stock market. They're like the financial police, always on the lookout for shady dealings and ready to slap handcuffs on anyone who steps out of line. Section 4. Real-world reckoning when banks cross the line. But let's be honest, rules are only as good as the people who enforce them. And as we've seen time and time again, even the most prestigious banks can succumb to the allure of easy money. Take, for instance, the infamous case of insert real-world example of a bank involved in insider trading. This scandal rocked the financial world and exposed the dark underbelly of insider trading within the banking industry. It served as a stark reminder that no institution, no matter how big or powerful, is above the law. Another high-profile case involved, insert another real-world example. This scandal sent shockwaves through the industry and resulted in hefty fines and prison sentences for those involved. It highlighted the devastating consequences of insider trading, not just for the individuals involved, but for the entire financial system. These examples are just the tip of the iceberg, a sobering reminder that even the most sophisticated financial institutions can fall prey to greed and corruption. It's a constant battle to maintain transparency and integrity in a system that's often shrouded in secrecy and complexity. Section 5. The price of deception, penalties for insider trading. Now, you might be thinking, okay, John, so banks break the rules, big whoop. They probably just get a slap on the wrist and a strongly worded letter, right? Wrong. Insider trading is serious business, and the penalties reflect that. We're talking massive fines that would make your eyes water, enough to make even the greediest banker think twice. And it's not just the institutions themselves that feel the heat. Individual employees involved in insider trading can face jail time, career suicide, and enough legal fees to bankrupt a small nation. Remember those SEC rules we talked about earlier? Well, violating them can land you in a world of hurt. We're talking fines of up to $5 million and up to 20 years in prison. That's right, 20 years. You could end up spending more time in a cell than you did in college, and trust me, prison food isn't nearly as good as the dining hall. But the punishment goes beyond just financial penalties and jail time. Insider trading can destroy reputations, shatter careers, and leave a stain on your record that's harder to erase than a whiteboard marker on a chalkboard. It's a high-stakes gamble with potentially life-altering consequences. Section 6. See something, say something, how to report insider trading. Now you might be wondering, John, this is all very alarming, but what can I, a humble viewer, do about it? Well, my friend, you'd be surprised at the power you hold. Remember, sunlight is the best disinfectant, and shining a light on shady dealings is the first step to cleaning up the system. If you suspect insider trading is taking place, don't stay silent. You can report it to the authorities, either anonymously or by providing your contact information. The SEC has a dedicated hotline and online complaint form where you can spill the tea on any financial impropriety you come across. But before you go full-on whistleblower, make sure you have your facts straight. Document everything. Dates, times, names, conversations, suspicious emails, carrier pigeon messages, whatever evidence you can gather. The more detailed your information, the better equipped the authorities will be to investigate and take action. Remember, reporting insider trading isn't about being a snitch. It's about protecting the integrity of our financial system and ensuring a level playing field for everyone. It's about standing up for what's right and holding those in power accountable for their actions. Section 7. Upholding trust. A fairer financial system for all. So, there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the shadowy world of insider trading in the banking industry. It's a complex issue with far-reaching consequences, but at its core, it's about trust, fairness, and playing by the rules. We've explored the ethical and legal obligations of banks to safeguard confidential information and act in the best interests of their clients. We've delved into the intricate web of regulations designed to prevent insider trading and maintain a level playing field in the financial markets. And we've seen firsthand the devastating consequences of what happens when greed trumps integrity, when the pursuit of profit overshadows the principles of fairness and transparency. But this isn't just a story about corporate greed and regulatory failures, it's a call to action for all of us. It's a reminder that we all have a role to play in upholding the integrity of our financial system. Whether it's demanding transparency from our banks, reporting suspicious activity, or simply educating ourselves about the risks and consequences of insider trading. Together, we can create a fairer, more transparent financial system that works for everyone, not just the privileged few. A system where trust isn't a commodity to be traded, but a cornerstone upon which a just and equitable society is built. That's our show for tonight. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and most importantly, stay vigilant, my friends.